Hello everyone and welcome to Ajiro Tech. Yes, this is the paper 3 section part of it, and we've done the paper 1, we've done the paper 2, and we're right here in the paper 3. CIE, IGCSE Information and Communication Technology, the February-March 2023 that we just released few days ago as of the time of this recording. The course code is 0417 and the variant is 31. Please note that it's a 2 hours 15 minutes, not 2 hours 30 minutes as we used to have it before. It's a new syllabus, few changes, and we'll be looking at the spreadsheet part. Okay. Now the instructions are very important, so please go to the instructions in your exam, and the total marks for this paper is 70, not 80. Okay, you have been supplied with the following source files. Tax one evidence, but I don't really know if we're going to do evidence. So I'll just go direct to spreadsheet, and if we have to do with evidence, it's fine. Okay, and before we start, okay, it's not out of place to tell you about Ajiro Tech. Yeah, this YouTube channel is like it's loaded with people one, people two, people three. It's a giveaway every day, anytime. Students they go into this channel, they just come out blessed. Okay, so subscribe to it, have fun with it, study with it, and you begin to see your performance improve, your academic, your ICT performance. You see it begin to improve. There will be you see yourself doing well. Okay, now let's get back to it. That was a short commercial. Okay, now the Tower Cricket Club TCC. Okay, records on the spreadsheet the numbers of runs scored by each player in each match that they played. Open and examine the file M23 batting.csv in your spreadsheet software. Now, this is a generic file, the CSV, right? So let's open it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm probably going to locate where it is. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, I think it's right here. Okay, and like I said, these people were just released a few days ago. I've not even extracted it. All right, so I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to right click on it and click on extract all. Okay, extract, done. Okay, you can cancel it, it's right here. So I'm just going to open this folder, right, and open it again, and I have it here, right? So I'm just going to, yeah. Okay, so I have this. So open and examine in your spreadsheet. So let's open it and let's examine it. So I'm going to click here in between, yeah, right? Now in between A and B, double click to ensure everything is clear. So these are the names of the cricket players. These are the matches they've played. Okay, do we have any space? These are the numbers out, not out, numbers of match played, average score. Okay, what else? Highest scored in this match. Okay, so we have an idea, right? We have what to work with. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is said delete row 2. Wow. Right click, delete. That was so harsh, right? Okay. Inside a new row at the top of the spreadsheet. Okay. At the top of the spreadsheet, right click and insert at the top of it. Okay. The next thing is merge A1 to V1. So A1, I'm going to hold my shift to select across, hold my shift and arrow right, hold my shift and arrow right to V1, and we're going to merge it. Okay, done. Now place the text Tower Cricket Club. So I went here for merging, right, and here you see to merge. Okay, now I'm going to copy this, copy, and I'm going to just paste it. Just paste it, right? It's fine. All right. Please merge cell A2 to V2. A2, okay, to V2. Hold my shift, all right, Okay, and now click here, then merge. Okay, place in the footer right align. So we're going to have a footer. So to do this, I'm going to click on insert, and then I'm going to have my footer in text because it's coincides, right? Obviously you see yours there. So text, headers and footers. Okay, footer, I'm just going to go to footer. Okay, place in the footer right align, footer right align. Okay, left align, center align, right align. Okay, the text, copy this, copy. Oh wait, right click. Okay, just paste it. Ctrl V, right? Edited by followed by space. Okay, comma, followed by space, comma, your name. Okay, Ajiro NG. Let me see this. Followed by space, your name. Okay, what again? Center number AN 017, comma, candidate number. For me, it's 2023. Okay, 2023. Okay, save this as a spreadsheet. I think we're done with this. So what we'll do now is click outside and then click on view, click on normal. Okay, okay, let me go back to this. There's a space there. Go to footer. Okay, just add a space in between. Okay, view normal. Save this as a spreadsheet with the file name M23 cricket underscore center number underscore candidate number. Okay, for example, M23 cricket underscore this. Yeah, they have to give us a sample. So let's do that. So I'm going to just copy it. Now, obviously, in the exam, you have the opportunity of typing it the way. Please type it the way it is. Very important. So I'll click on File, click on Save As. I'm going to save it in a folder. Okay. So I'm just going to paste this. Replace this with my center number AN 017. Candidate number 2023, and I'll save this as a workbook. Okay, because you have to save it as a spreadsheet. That's 5 marks. Format the spreadsheet to look like this. Okay, so row 1 is going to have what? 36 point sans serif. Okay, so that's an area. Okay, so row 1, okay, click on home. It's going to have an area. It's going to be 36. Now, which is here. This is the font. Okay, hit on enter. Okay, white text. Okay, on a dark gray background. Dark gray. Okay, it's fine. Okay, format it. So this is center, right? So I'm going to make it center. What else? Okay, let me see. I'm going to make it, okay, align horizontal vertically. Format O2. Use O2 here. With what? 18 points. Okay. Sans serif, which is area. Okay. Now you have to select area. That's what I did. Black text. Okay. Sans serif black text. Okay. What else? On a light gray background. On a light gray. Okay. That's light. That's light enough. And this is just 25. I'm going to make it center and this. So invariably, this is what they want, and it's 10 marks. Okay, and it's 10 marks. Now, they said format the spreadsheet to look like this. Everything here to look like this. Very important. So let's go ahead. So what I'm going to do is for 3, I'm going to drag it down a bit. Okay, and this is going to be, now what I did is I clicked here and then I'm going to make it middle align. Okay, and what again, they're all going to be center align. Okay, now, okay, the next one is, now we're not going to add a border because these are dotted lines, so no border. Not out, let me see for not out. Okay, not out is text wrap, so we have a text wrap here, so I'm going to reduce it. This is text wrap. What again? Numbers of matches played. Okay, text wrap. Right here, please it numbers off. So the off is, okay, numbers of matches played. So I'm still going to bring it down a bit. Yes. Okay, average score, text swap as well. You can just select the two of them, make them text swap, right? So average score. Okay. All right. I think that's the first part. This other one, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to make it right align. Now notice the other part, they didn't tell us to make it right align, so we just leave it the way it is. To what? To 31, which is what I did, right? To row 31. Row 4 to row what? 31. Okay. So I think that's pretty much all. The text, okay. Now the values are centered align. So let's do that. Select all this, all centered align. Centered align. Yes. Okay, for 10 marks is worth doing all this, right? It's worth it. Okay. Yeah. Place in cell UF a function. Is it UF? U4 rather. U. Okay, this is a name box to tell you the cell you're currently on. U4, a function to count the numbers of matches played by these players. Replicate this formula for each player, right? So we're going to use a count what? Function. A function, not a formula. So equals to count. And what does count do? It counts numbers of cells in a range. Now in this case, for each player, I'm going to select this here to here, right? That's B4 to R4. Hit on enter. Now I'm going to replicate it. I'm going to replicate it. So I'm going to drag it down. Okay, done. Okay, the next thing is place in cell B33. Okay, B33, let's look for it. B, this is B here, and 33 should be somewhere here. B33, okay? B33 to display the highest and lowest scores for this match. The highest and lowest scores. So now that's max for highest, returns the largest value in the set of values. Okay, so that's max. So I'm just going to do this. Let's see the highest. Okay, now all this is going to be sent to the line as well. Okay, so let me see and replicate this for all other matches. So for minimum or lowest, we use what we call the mean. Returns the smallest number. That's for function. That's a function because that's it. You use the function to display the highest and lowest scores for the match. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Highlight it. Okay, and close it. So B4 to B31. And okay, so the minimum is 0. So I was wondering, okay. Going to replicate it like this. Okay, which is the beauty of spreadsheet. Okay, done. Question 5. Place a replicable formula. What this means that is formula you can be able to replicate across cells. In cell V4, let's look for it. V is right here. This is V column. Let's check here. V4. Okay, so let's do that. To calculate the average scores for these players, rounded to 1 decimal places. So they've given us a formula to use. So the first one is equals to total runs scored. Okay, let's start with the total run scores. Now, total run scores simply means that you want to know the scores. Now, numbers of matches they have played, good. We want to know the scores. Okay, what did they score? Now means we are going to add everything. Okay, we're going to add everything. So I'm going to use a sum to add it. So at the end of the day, I'll be having this right here. Now this is the matches and these are the goals they scored. Please understand that. The matches for match 1, this is what? The goals they scored. Some played just 2 matches. Some played 3. For those that played for Wilfred, let's start again. Now for Wilfred, scored 22. In match 2, 73. This is the statistics. So to calculate this, if you've been watching cricket, right, you know what to do. Alright. So it makes it easy, right? So I'm going to sum this, and that's B4 to R4. Okay, so hit on enter. Now this is what they have scored. Okay, now divided. Okay, I'm going to use this divided by what? Numbers of matches played, which is this right here. Now, because of this, I'm going to use a, a parenthesis, right? Minus not out. This is not out here. So I'm going to do minus not out, right? Okay, so let's see. All right, hit on enter. Okay, now let's start from the basic. It said replicate this formula in cell V4. You have to take it one step at a time. To calculate the average score, rounded to what? One decimal place. So let's round it to one decimal place. So I'm going to use what? Round, which is a function. I said rounded, not round down, not round up. So round. Okay, this is the number, and I want to round it to what? How many digits? Let's see. So digit is what? 1. That's numbers of digits. You have to follow this formula that will help you, and then hit enter to 1. Okay, so at the end of the day, so this is what we have. Now, the next one said edit this formula to make sure that cell contents are not displayed if the player has played fewer than what? 5 matches. Fewer talks about less than. Fewer or less. Less than or equals to. Higher or more. Okay? All right, so to do this, we're going to use an if statement. Okay, we use an if statement to do this. All right, so let's do this. So right here, I'm going to use an if. Okay, so if what? If the player has what? Played fewer than. Can you see that? Has played. So if U4 is less than what? 5, comma, what will be the true value? Make sure that cell contents are not displayed. So it's going to be what? Empty. But if it's not less than 5, please by all means display this. And with this, I'm going to close another bracket and I'll hit on enter. Okay, you have to follow the formula step by step. And once we do that, we can now replicate. So at the end of the day, we're now having some players that played 1, players that played nothing, and we have them empty. Okay. Save your spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on File, click on Save. Print the spreadsheet showing the formula. Okay, so let's finish showing the formula real quick. So click on Formulas, Show Formula. So let's be careful with this. Formulas, you have to be careful with formulas. I'll select this, in between A and B, right? So that everything can be showing. Okay. The formulas are the critical part of spreadsheet. They want to see what you have done. Alright, so let's print it. So the next thing is print your spreadsheet showing the formulas. So click on File, click on Print. Okay, so let's see. Rows and column headings are displayed. So you can do it either here or here. So page setup, sheet, the rows and column headings. What else? The grid lines are displayed. Okay. What else? The page orientation is landscape. So change this to landscape. What else? The content of all cells are fully visible and can be easily read. So at this point, I think this is better. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm just going to leave it like this. Can be read. So I'm going to leave it like this. Right? Now, most time you might need to do a custom scaling. What do I mean? Fit to maybe 2 page or 3 page wild and maybe 2 page or 3 page store, right? So you just need to know how to do that. I'm going to print. So this is going to be what? Now I'm going to look for that folder that I've printed my work, right? Look for the folder. Okay, it's right here. So this is going to be print out formulas. Okay, so I think that's fine. Done. Now the next one is, okay, let's take it. We're done with the formulas, so let's do that. So we'll hide the formulas, okay, and click here. Then in between A and B, as usual, you do this, right? Okay, so okay, I can click here. Just want to check this. Okay, so we have this, right? Sort orders for the players in descending order of their average score. Okay, descending order of their average score. Don't forget, we need to put it like this. We have to, okay. Okay, average score. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to sort it. Okay, all right. Then home, I'm highlighting all the values. So custom sort by R. R is for this. You can move it to C. Nope, R is not for it. Okay, maybe I can so V, right? So it's V. So custom sort V, what? Largest custom list. Okay, it's fine. Largest and smallest. Okay. Okay, so because this is here, let me see this. Let me see real quick. Let me see how we can do this. Let me make this smallest. Let's see what happens. So I have this here. Okay. Okay, let me see this. Let me see. Said the players who do not have an average score must be at the bottom of the list. Who do not have an average score must be at the bottom of the list. Okay, so I think what we have done here is this, right? So we need smallest to largest to bring this downwards. It's a little bit of a trick. Then what we're going to do now is we're going to select from here, right? From this point, shift arrow left and then hold my control right take it off, take the control off, then bring it down. What I'm simply saying is I just had to select from row 4 to row 25. Okay, now we've left, they said, this is what the question is. He said, those people who do not have an average score must be at the bottom of the list, right? So it's all, the destination is the average score. So it's on the bottom. And now I can now sort this again. So I'm going to say custom sort, then largest to smallest. Okay. So at the end of the day, I have what? 3.6, then 13, 20.8 till we have the top. Okay. So this just it's just tricky, but I think that's the only way we can toggle way around it. Okay. Yeah. Now the next one is save your spreadsheet with a file name M23 Cricket 1. Okay, so I'm going to save it again, going to copy it, copy, file, save as. Okay, paste this, center number, I'm just going to edit this. Okay, AN017. Okay, and candidate number will be 333 for me. Okay, save. Please, let's go back to the first one. It has to look like this. Please don't, let's not forget. So let's go back to ensure that has been done. Numbers of matches, average, not out. 17. Okay, I think that has been done. So let's go back. Print your spreadsheet showing the value. So let's print it. So click on File. So these are the values here. So it's same, right? We don't have to. File, print. The rows and column headings are not displayed. Custom scaling, still another way to do it. Sheet. Yes, what else? The grid lines are not displayed. Done. Okay. The page orientation is landscape, so let's leave it at landscape. The content of all cells are fully visible and can be easily read. Now, what I want to do is this. Let me see all columns in a page. I want to make all columns in a page very important, and I think we can all see this. So I think one page is fine. One page is fine for me. I think everything can be saved just like this. They're all values, so I think they can be saved with one page. So yeah, so what I did is all columns on one page. So I'm going to print, and this will be print out values. Okay, I don't know the name to use, so print out values. Okay, print out values. Usually there is print out 1, print out 2, print out 3, but now just have to come up with something. So mine is print out dash value. Let me see what you do. Okay, just tell me in the comment section. All right, so I'm going to save mine. And now the next thing is to do is to preview your work. So let's check it. This is the formula. Okay. So over here, the formula is, what happened? I think we have to print the formula again, guys. Yes, we have to. Usually this should have been centered because obviously that matters a lot, and that was not done. Probably an oversight. but this is it here. Um, so just for the the simplicity of the work and just for having your work to be so good, we can do it again. But then again, since it's a formula, it's fine because the for formulas, the emphasis is on formulas and what you've done, and for the values as well. This is important. Um, the values, your answers here are important. Your average scores and the rest are important. And this. So, I think it's fine. I think you leave it like this. It's fine. But well, I would prefer if it's center. So obviously, when you're doing yours, you can be center. But I think this is fine. So because formulas are what they want to see in formulas. Okay, so thank you so much. I think 43 marks. So I think we are, and the contents are fully visible, right? I think the contents are fully visible. Yes, they're fully visible. Okay, so please, yes, I think we're done with spreadsheet. Okay, so there was nothing on evidence document. So thank God we didn't do it. So we'll have to do the evidence document when we are talking about the website portrait. Please don't forget, okay, to subscribe and yeah, go through this. This now it's loaded. I can just show you. This is it's loaded. Tons of information is right here for people one, people two, people three, and IGCSE ICT, and they are just there to just ensure that you have the very best of results. So go into this channel, you can subscribe to it. It's loaded just for you as a student to prepare yourself for an external exam and also for self-study. You can study by yourself and that will also improve you greatly. Okay, see you next time. Bye.